Hi everyone, my name is Des, welcome to the podcast again, and here I am presenting this podcast because I really love Umineko, and by now you can notice that this is not Des' voice, it's me, his girlfriend.
Whoa.
And what even is your name though?
Yeah, you gotta say your name.
It's Bubbles.
Anyway, hello, I'm the other hostess, and we're also here with...
Junior co-host Horsefry. Kia ora.
Junior host? Why junior?
Well, I figure that we have a main host who's Bubbles, and then we have a co-host who's Des, so I need to be the next level down. I don't know.
This is an anarchy. We all have the same value here. That's not what anarchy means. Anyway.
We're all equally leading the podcast.
It's our
podcast.
Our podcast.
Motherfucker didn't even finish EP3, already thinks she owns the place.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So listeners, what is this? For those unaware, we sometimes invite people who are still going through Umineko. We call them Umineko babies. And up until this point, all our guests have had read up until at the end of EP4, which is the end of the question arcs, which is the halfway point through Umineko. This time, we're gonna have someone who has just finished EP2 and only read, let's say, 10 minutes of EP3. So I guess we're calling her a Umineko fetus, a Umineko newborn, the birth of a new baby.
We'll workshop it.
Anyway, why did I think this was a good idea? Because I finally convinced someone to read Umineko. This is a first for me. I know. Thank you. Happiness of Marionette is playing. She doesn't know what that is. And as I was listening to her thoughts and her theories, I kept thinking, damn, this is the kind of reasoning, this is the kind of thoughts and things to mull over that we don't get with people who have finished EP4. Because when you finish EP4, EP3 and 4 are fresher in your minds. You're mostly thinking about the themes and the scenes and everything regarding the later half of the question arcs. And you're no longer thinking about many things from the beginning of Umineko, which I also think it's interesting to look at and to analyze and to hear the thoughts of people going through that bit. And I thought, okay, why not do it? I think it will make a fine episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do you have anything to say about this?
I'm really enjoying Umineko, and I'm not reading it with Des pointing again to my head, I swear it. It's all because I want to read it.
She genuinely wants to read Umineko, isn't that crazy? What's wrong with her?
I have yet to convince somebody to read Umineko, so I'm very jealous of you, Des.
Yeah.
One day. I keep thinking every time there's like a new start in my company, like company I work at, I'm like, one day, like one of them is going to do like an introduction paragraph where they're like, "Oh yeah, my favorite book, War and Peace, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Umineko When They Cried." I'm gonna jump out of my chair, but it hasn't happened yet.
Did someone say sea cat?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See.
Anyway. Regarding her sprite, I think we should talk about her sprite. It's on screen right now. I haven't drawn it yet, but I do have the concept art. And as a bonus, you'll get my concept art as well, which I used for scale.
Ooh.
I love it. I love brown tones.
I love that they match, actually. I think it's really cool that they match.
That was her idea.
But we actually do this. We sometimes match our clothes. We dress almost the same thing, but we didn't even talk about it. So we just see each other and it is, oh my god, we are almost wearing the same thing. And it's cute, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there was this one time when one of her friends said that we like described our way of dressing kind of like the same as siblings. What was it? Siblings are dating?
Yes.
Siblings are dating. God fucking damn it.
Sometimes when we go to my hometown and we are with my parents, some friends of my mom think that he's my brother. And that's really, really weird.
Yeah. What's going on with your sprite and the concept art, Des? I presume you can actually show this in the episode so that the listeners can see it too.
You mean the
But what are you holding?
Now it's a sword from the underrated gem Xenoblade Chronicles X. I just didn't bother to cover them because they weren't the main point.
Right.
But yeah, fucking like the best swords in fiction. I love them, and that's not even the half of it. They have like this amazing contraption that you can attach them to on the back. I love this. People should play Xenoblade X, even if they don't care for the rest of Xenoblade, because it's nothing like the rest of Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Umineko is also great. Do you want to tell us what your ideas, what your preconception about Umineko was before you actually started reading?
I didn't have a clue before I started to read Umineko, but I thought that it was something related to lawyers. So I saw Butler, and I thought that he was a lawyer somehow. Right now, I also think that if he managed to solve all that problem and go to college, I think that he won't go to law. So I think that Butler is going to be a lawyer someday. He doesn't give up. Even if he does give up, he doesn't. So I think that he would do a good lawyer. So
I think it's interesting you say that, because there's a lot of memes comparing Butler to the main character of Ace Attorney, which is a game about attorneys.
I thought that Umineko was about that, because the pose that Butler does, it's really similar to the pose of some character in that game. And then I thought, okay, this is some drama about lawyers.
Yeah, Battler's never beating the Phoenix Wright
allegations. Yes. No, he isn't. So yeah, your journey through Umineko. She started EP1 on a whim. I was so backlashed when she turned to me and said, I think I want to read Umineko. And I was like, what? You just said the trigger words. You can't just say that like that.
Yeah.
Then obviously she got filtered by Umineko's amazing start. So swift. It's so easy to start Umineko. And she got stuck on Ryukishi's absolute masterful writing for like months on end. And one day out of nowhere she picked it up again and read the rest of EP1, which was basically all of EP1, in a week. On and off after I got home and before we went to sleep. Then she started EP2 right after finishing EP1 and then put it on hold for a couple of months again, which I think it's kind of like normal to do. You finish an episode on very high stakes, very, very intense scenes, and you started the next episode and it's calmer. I think it's normal to like put it on hold after starting a new episode. And then she picked it up again. And then she again read the whole episode in about a week again. So I think that's gonna be her rhythm from now on.
But right now I think that I'm not reading the episode 3, because if we start reading, then we will not stop, and then it's too late and we have to work the next day. So, and also I like Umineko, but if I read too much of that, I'm going to start to be scared. So I can't sleep at night because I'm thinking that Beato is in the dark looking at me and she knows. That sometimes I'm just mocking her. So I'm just making fun of her. Like in episode 2, I was analyzing the character and I was like, I don't think that Beato is that really, really cruel and bad person. I think that she just have any love in her life, so she's really someone that never had much love. Or if she's had love, I don't think that it was something right or good. So I think that she's just a really unloved and sad person. And then I think, well, if I'm speaking like that of someone and that person is really cruel and hears that, I don't think that it's going to be well. So I think that she's going to look at me and say, I'm I'm really a loved person and you are going to die. So yes, and then and when I was reading Umineko also, there was a morning when I was sleeping, and then he was going to work earlier than me, and then I heard something that was really, really similar to the sound of that spikes, that like the stakes, yes, and it's like that, and then he was there speaking to me, and I was like, did you hear this? This really sounds like the stakes from Umineko.
Umineko ARG.
Yes, and he was like, you are crazy.
Dude, she's scared of Umineko. Imagine when she starts reading Higurashi.
Oh,
Jesus.
Higurashi actually properly scared me when I was like, I remember at least one point where I was like, no, I need to put this down. I was like, no, what it was is I got up to go and get a glass of water, and like when I was pouring the glass of water, I was like, hey, my hands are shaking. Like, yeah, it was pretty intense. But anyway.
Oh my god. Okay, without getting into spoilers, do you remember what chapter you were in?
It was Onikakushi.
Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay, but anyway, regarding your assessment of Beato, when you talk about how you read her as someone lacking love, do you mean like romantic love or just affection in general?
I think both, because the way she spoke to Shannon, the way that Shannon was all right with
the scene with the mirror.
Yes, when Shannon is like, I don't know, like
Shannon is like, I don't have no regrets.
Yes,
I'm fine with
yes.
dying, and
But-
Beato is like, Kagu.
No. The scene where she's like using her furniture magic.
Yeah, the magic barrier.
To protect her and George, and then Beato is making fun of the love that they have, and then Shannon is like,
Love is worse than all.
yes, and then Shannon is like, I'm alright with this, I love him, and then Beato is like, I'm gonna kill you, and love is not that, and love is lust, and he will stop to love you if you don't have sex, and that's sort of things. And then she starts to say, I don't know, she was really, really angry, and then I thought, okay, this seems like someone that is jealous. She seemed like she was more jealous of what Shannon and George had than angry with the situation. I think that...
What situation? The fact Shannon was defying her?
Yes, but also that the fact that the things didn't go like she was...
intending.
Yes. She was jealous because probably she never had something like what they have. Probably she was or is hurt, so...
Interesting.
Maybe it was Kinzo, I don't know. Because I think that their relationship is somehow possessive. I don't know.
Definitely possessive. Kinzo's like, next time I get my hands on you, I'm not letting you live again.
Yes, but I think that Kinzo sees her as a thing, like
an object.
Yes, but like a object to treasure, object of lust.
A medal.
And then Beato is, I don't know, like when she is with Kinzo, at least in episode 2, she was somehow submissive. Yes, to him. If we think that Beato can just kill Kinzo if she wants to, she can make him a puppet if she wants to. So the way that their relationship is somehow uncanny. So
Bubbles, can you talk more about like what do you mean when you said Beato was acting submissive?
I don't know. It was more like the feeling because
she's talking about at the end of EP2 when after all the Twilights are done, Beato is invited to Kinzo's study and Beato is there.
Oh.
Kinzo is like really ordering things, is really demanding things from Beato, and she's okay with that. She isn't like, you can't order me.
Right.
It's not typical Beato. It's more like a submissive Beato, I don't know. And then there is that part in the end that he's like, Kinzo is like, take me to the Golden Land now, like, but he's screaming that, and she's like, okay. So I think that she really is more comprehensive, at least with Kinzo.
Right.
I don't think that if other character yelled at her, she would let that pass so peacefully.
So you think Kinzo is one of the only characters that she considers her equal or even superior?
I don't know. I just think that they have something in their relationship that I don't know yet. It can regard her powers somehow, because I think that to Beato be strong, at least, as the amount of power that she has, magical power, you have to have someone or many people that believe you. And Kinzo is like #1 fan. If there was merch from Beato, he would have them all. Multiple ones.
#1 Beato fan.
Yes,
Kinzo
yes. He's like the manager of the fan club. I don't know. He really loves her.
Has a dakimakura of her.
Yes.
Has a figure of her inside a jar.
Exactly. He has like a cardboard figure of her, but like the real size.
Yeah, life size.
You know, he's yes.
So you mean that since her power hinges on belief, and Kinzo is her #1 fan, she excuses some of his behavior?
I think that it might be something related to that, because I don't know. I think that if Kinzo really stopped believing her, then you would have like Maria, and then it would be like, well, now I have no powers because my #1 fan doesn't believe me anymore. Like, he was 30 years screaming her name more than one time a day. Everyone thought that he was crazy. So I mean, Kinzo doesn't yell his wife's name.
Yeah, you haven't even like heard his wife's name.
Yes, I don't.
We don't even know what she's called.
Yes, I don't even know nothing about his wives. So that's it. I think that somehow might be something like that, or they might have some arrangement, because she gave him all of that gold. But then he trapped her. So I know, at least
maybe she's kinky like that.
Well, then she can't really complain about her love life.
I was going to say, she also feeds him to the goats.
I think he likes that. Our artist was expecting it. At least the way Kinzo reacts to the goats eating him is like, yeah, this is how you get to the Golden Land. It was in the instructions manual, I remember.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so about the Golden Land. What are your thoughts on the Golden Land? What is it? What's its purpose?
So, I don't know if it is all golden. I do believe that if everyone believes that is some kind of paradise, it might be. I don't know. I think that it's a land that is ruled by Beato. It's her domain. But that doesn't really mean that it's a good thing, because I believe that it can be a paradise to the ones that she lets it be the paradise. But I believe that if she doesn't like the person, she can make it hell.
Are you talking about EP2 Tea Party?
Yes.
That scene opens up with Purgatory,
yes.
by the way. How does that fit in?
I was speaking about that, but she also said that she was a ruler of the Purgatory. I don't remember if she said that, but I think that she said that. And then I was thinking, is the Golden Land the Purgatory? Is Golden Land something different? Is she like, well, if I don't like you, you are going to the Purgatory so I can torture you. If I like you, can go to Golden Land and we can...
So it's like heaven and hell.
Yes.
Except anime.
I don't know, because she's really fickle, because I thought that she liked Maria. I thought that she had some kind of relationship with her, and then in the beginning of the of the EP3, it's like her speaking to her teacher that also is named Beatrice. So I don't know if Beato wasn't Beato before she knew her teacher. But
that's a very confusing thing. Yeah.
Are you saying you think Maria is talking to her literal like school teacher, and she imagines that it's Beato? Is that what?
I think Horsefly is confused about whose POV you think the start of EP3 is from.
I thought that it was Beato speaking to her teacher, but then where I want to go, it's like I thought that when I saw the beginning of EP3, I thought that what Beato had with her teacher was something like what Maria has with Beato, but then she's like okay with torturing a little girl and serving her to her mother to eat. So I'm like, okay, if I had a kid that really likes me and wants to learn magic with me, and I'm also open to teach her magic, I wouldn't cook her and gave her to her mother to eat. So,
which is fickle.
Yes, although I believe that she's a really unloved woman, but also a very, very maniac.
You're really inviting her to come here tonight and fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's fine. I know how to deal with Beato.
I can't tell if Maria would really like Bubbles or if she'd like get really upset and have a tantrum.
Yeah, Maria would still defend Beato.
Yeah. I feel like you're like halfway in between, like you're kind of like where Battler is, where he's like not sure if he should like play along with Maria or not. What do you think it means that at the end of EP1, where everyone goes to their like after they're all dead, they all show back up in the smoking room parlor, and they're like, wow, what a great episode. I guess it was the witch all along.
Thank you for playing Umineko.
Yeah. What do you think it means that like Battler doesn't believe, and that means everyone has to go to hell, or I forget exactly how it happens, but they all like die one by one. What do you think that means? Is that in the Golden Land? Are they not yet in the Golden Land? Or like, yeah, just generally, what do you think of it?
So I believe that to everyone reach the Golden Land, everyone has to accept Beato, or at least to believe her.
Why? Why is that?
Because I think that she has no power if she hasn't prayers, so she needs someone to believe her, so she has power.
But why does it have to be everyone? Why can't Butler not believe her and she still go on with her life?
But at the same time, I think that, well, this was something that I was thinking, another theory somehow, that I don't know if in the end of EP1 and also in Tea Party of EP2, if like the characters were all there.
What do you mean by that?
So in Tea Party of episode 1, there was Jessica, George,
Shannon, Cannon,
Maria and Butler. And then I don't know if it was really everyone there, or if it was there Beato and Butler, but Beato just play with him, making he believe that they were there, like illusions.
So the other characters were illusions? He was just hallucinating them?
Yes. It's hard to believe that she would really use the real Maria to...
Does this connect to your idea of how she like uses goats to pose as other people? Like I
don't believe that she would use real Maria to cook her and give her to
So you think
Rosa.
That's a goat?
So I think that probably it's an illusion to make Rosa accept her or believe her, or at least do what she wants her to do. Maybe.
FYI, this idea of the ghosts masquerading comes from Beato's and Shannon's confrontation on Natsuhi's room, where Beato also uses a canon phantom to threaten Shannon's barrier. Just in case, because like this is the kind of shit I didn't remember before rereading. I didn't remember what happened.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've read EP2 since then because I watched Marcy's streams, but like if you haven't read EP2 since like the book club, it's like years and years ago. I guess you've read it recently as well. So we've all read it very recently.
I was gonna say one thing I did not remember, and I was pleasantly surprised, is even though the beginning of Umineko is a slog, the first half of EP1 is a slog, then it gets better in the second half of EP1, then it's a slog again at the start of EP2. But like the second half of EP2 is just banger after banger. It doesn't let up. It's just intense scene after intense scene. Key moments just keep happening one after the other. Like Ryukishi's writing was so tight at the end of EP2. Do you share this sentiment?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Quite the intense thought as well. Like, yes.
I you were there while I was reading.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I was totally taken by the scene. So
what are your general thoughts about Ryukishi as a writer?
I think that
He.
I'm sorry. I think that he really, really would like to read Mayush.
I don't know what that means.
But no one is going to know what that means. Everyone in our country in the 11th grade at school have to read this book called Mayush. And then the author of that book really, really enjoys to explain
Over-describe things.
Yes, over-describe things. Like, if he's talking about...
Like, do you know how, like, writing 101, do not start with an info dump? Bro spends, 11 pages describing a mansion? It's horrible.
No, it's like, he spends 1 page of the book describing a chair. So, he would... I don't know, if Ryukishi and the author of Mayush would meet and greet
on the golden one, because I said Kiroz is dead.
I guess. I think that they would become besties and then write a book that there is 1,000 pages of over description of
the whole book is just initial info.
Yes, there is the book one that has 5,000 pages is just to set the
tone.
Yes, it's just to set the place where the scenes are going. So when I start to read Umineko, I really, really remind that times when I was in high school reading that book.
That's right. Umineko obligatory reading from now on.
Is it good?
No.
All I've heard so far is that it's great if you love chairs, but...
So the main story is about a guy that somehow starts to date her sister. He's
That's second half of the story, but yeah, go off.
But it's the most important part. It's because it's the part that we actually read in high school, because we don't really read the parts about the other generations. So
it's a wealthy family. They
are always wealthy.
They're always wealthy. Then the wealthy family splits up. One half goes study abroad, and then because they're in the UK, they get introduced to all these foreign concepts like physical education. I wish they hadn't. I hate physical education. Anyway, the family splits. Then somehow one of the sons ends up meeting the daughter of the other branch of the family, and they don't know their siblings. And they're banging, and then after banging, they realize they're siblings, and they bang again.
I mean, they bang, and he knows that she is his sister, but she doesn't. And then he just told her later, and she's like,
literally, bro.
Fuck, bro. Literally, bro.
But then they bang again,
yes,
I think.
Yes. And then they are
totally unconcerned.
Well, we can't marry because we are.
Oh yeah, and then his father kills himself upon learning of this.
No. His father kills himself when he finds out that his wife.
Does she have
that he escaped to Italy with some Italian guy with his daughter, and then the father kills himself, and then the one that dies. After knowing that, it's the grandfather, the one that raised...
Both of them died, I didn't remember this.
Yes.
Wow.
The father dies when he discovers that he has been cheated by his wife and that she escaped to abroad.
Yeah, it's totally Umineko. Especially the chair part. I love the chair part.
Kagudes.
Is the chair really important? Is it a really important chair?
No. Fuck no. How?
It was just an example, but it's really...
I'm gonna read this now.
I mean, probably there is a English
It has to be translated,
version,
yeah.
so...
Anyway, let's get back on track.
I was gonna ask on the same topic. Well, you said you got stuck at the intro to EP1. What part exactly did you get stuck on? And like, what was so hard to break through with?
I think that the part where I got stuck was in the airport, and then I started to read again, and they went to the main house, and then I really was like, okay, I'm not reading this right now. So I got stuck again, and then I started to read it again, and yes, then I finally read it all. Yes.
Did you get as far as the part where they're having the conference in the dining room?
No, that was...
Or was that before you... Or was that after you stopped?
Yes, it was after. So...
Yeah, I think you stopped right as they set foot on Rakenjima.
Yes.
Right.
Also, that's something that left me somehow uneasy in episode 2. That was the scene where Kanon goes to Jessica's school, and then everyone is like, oh my god, he's so much younger than you. And I'm like, excuse me? I mean, he does look young, but I think that they are around the same age, and I thought that actual Kanon was older than Jessica, and then I was like, well, this just doesn't seem right, because she's probably 16, 17, so I don't know how much younger Kanon is, but that left me kind of uneasy, I guess.
I mean, you don't need age gaps for the relationship to be problematic. It's master and servant, so it's already problematic.
That's kinky, I guess.
Jesus, okay. Anyway, let's keep going. We're talking about minors.
Like that. But not minors. Let's not talk about minors.
Yeah, we don't talk about minors.
I don't
Okay, let's keep going. So, I guess we've already talked about your EP1 first half thoughts. It's a slog. EP1 second half though. What was it that really hooked you? That made you keep reading?
I think that was the part where Maria receives the letter and the umbrella, and everyone is like, oh my god, who gave you this? And then she's like, oh, it was Beatrice. And then everyone is like, no, but she isn't real, so probably it was some servant that was wearing a costume pretending to be her and gave you that. And then everyone is dying, and everyone is like, no, but it can't be Beato, it can't be some magical thing, it's probably one of us. And then, I mean, it's really interesting, but also I don't know, their family dynamic is somehow unique, so they don't really believe each other at all. They don't really believe, I mean, Natsu didn't even believe a child, so
yeah, she gave Maria.
Natsu was like, well, I don't believe you. I don't want you here. Like,
to be fair, she was being
to
creepy.
attend here.
She was being super creepy.
I know, but it was. I mean, they could have tied her to a chair and put some tape in her mouth, and then put her against a wall, and then anyone would notice that she was there. See, they would stay in Kinzo's study, and no one could hurt them there,
I guess.
So it was really not being like, no, I don't want you here because you are scaring me. I'm a really religious person, and I don't want you here because you are bringing the bad vibes here. Then I don't know. It's really like, how can't you believe your own family? And it's like, okay, if you don't believe Kraus, that's fair. But like, you don't believe your nephew. Poor thing. And then it's the same with Rosa in episode 2. Like, in the end, she's like, I don't believe you, Butler. I don't even know if you are Butler. And she's like, how can't you? Like, he's the same. He just grew up a little. Like, ma'am.
She hasn't seen him for 6 years.
I know, but she's like...
Yeah, 6 years.
You know what? I don't even know if you are Butler. You can be just someone else trying to steal our money and something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, there is literally a witch. You saw her doing magic. And you are like, I don't believe my nephew. I don't believe my nephew that has been the whole time by my side.
To be fair, a random letter just dropped in a room where only Rosa, Butler, and Maria were in.
I mean, but I don't know. I think that she saw Beatrice. She saw her doing magic, and even though he's like, no, it probably was my nephew. It's that thing.
And you think Beato is doing everything then?
Yes.
So if Beato is doing all the murders, what is the narrative purpose of Butler being so defiant of her and desperately trying to figure out how a human could have done this, even though he himself is so against the idea of a family member killing everyone?
He doesn't want to believe Beato, but at the same time he doesn't want to believe that there was some relative of him killing. I mean, in episode 2 we can see that, because at some point Butler is just telling Beato to stop, because he doesn't want to believe that it's his family doing that.
When he gives up.
Yes, and then he's like, I give up, I believe you. I believe that he doesn't want to believe her, but at the same time he doesn't want to believe that there is some relative of him killing his family, because I mean, I believe that it's a real cruel thought. So probably if it was Kraus or Kinzo doing that, it wouldn't be that bad.
I think even so, Butler is just so...
Yes, he's somehow really
attached to these people he's never haven't had.
Yes, but also I think that he's like, he really romanticizes the fact that, no, but my family, they all love each other. We are a really nice family, and that things. And then, well, you don't see it, but your father and his brothers are literally killing each other because they want some money from Kraus. So
you think his
father. I don't know.
You think his contrarian nature is just a way of coping with?
Probably.
Everything?
I mean, if it was me in his situation, I wouldn't like to believe or that it was someone from my family killing my relatives. So it's just a really cruel reality. So
as a non-Ushiromiya third-party observer, what's your impression? Are these murders done by magic? Or is there some trick to them?
I think that it was made by magic. Because, I mean, I saw it. I saw the goat. I saw Cannon with some blade. I saw Shannon doing her wings moment. So
you saw a witch walk through the front door?
Exactly. So I think that it was made by magic. But then... I don't know. I think that if it was some other characters alive, so I don't know. I mean, if it was like if Kraus was alive and not dead, I couldn't believe that he would try to kill someone from his family to get more inheritance.
Not even Eva?
I don't know if Eva would kill someone just to go that far. But also, there is a part of me that believes that she won't do that. But I don't know. I'm starting to know Eva better now in episode 3. But at the same time, I think that the way that things go in episode 2, it's part of part of it is Rosa's fault because she literally separates everyone. Like she separates Ushiromiya family from the servants. Then she separates even Ushiromiya family from her. And I believe that if she didn't go all that crazy about what was happening, I know that it's a really hard situation because there is someone being killed in this island and we can't just escape from here because there is a typhoon so it's not easy. But at the same time, I think that if she didn't
she didn't get so paranoid.
Yes, I believe that if she didn't get so paranoid and if she believed that the persons that were there were wolves, I believe that it wouldn't go like that. Because
so you think it's her fault everyone died? If she didn't separate everyone?
I mean, it's not her fault that everyone died, but at the same time, some part of the fault is hers. So I think that she was a factor, but she wasn't the
only factor.
I mean, she was a factor, but I don't think that she was the main factor. Because, I mean, there is all the epitaph, all the game thing. There is Beato wants to come back to life. So there is some superior reasons to that. But I think that some of Rosa's actions made that happen much faster, or at least in a most tragic way possible. So
regarding the epitaph, though,
yes,
tell me about the epitaph. What is the epitaph? What is its purpose? Tell me about it.
So I think that the purpose of the epitaph is to find the golden one. At the same time, I also might think that it's a way to Beato have some amusement. So I really think that she really likes to do all these things because, I mean, she's always complaining that her life is really boring. So, I mean, if you have something like that, like Squid Games, but you do it yourself, I think that it's also some...
games.
Yeah, I believe that is some funny thing for you to enjoy.
What about the end of the epitaph where it says the witch shall revive? So is it just for amusement or is it a way for Beato to revive?
Yes, I think that it's for her amusing, yes, but also for her to come back to life because I think that she really wants to come back to life.
So then why hasn't she come back to life? Because the epitaph has been finished twice in your experience reading Umineko.
I mean, I think that she came back to life because in the end of AP2, Kinzo can see her, and Kinzo doesn't see her when she was dead. And then there is all that party and all that banquet, so that feast. And I mean, I think that the purpose of all that party, it was because Beato was revived.
So then what's the difference between EP1 and 2?
Probably that Butler didn't believe, and in the end of EP2 he believed her. So
then why do we get into EP3?
Because the story is good and Ryukishi needs to make more money and something like that. I mean, there are many series and books and movies that get sequels because of that.
No, but I mean, like, you see at the end of EP2 that Butler comes back with a renewed will and he challenges Beato again. Why didn't Beato just say, no, dude, I've already won. I'm not gonna start a new game for you.
I think that's because she's bored. I think that is because she's like, okay, if I have this guy, this really incompetent guy, in red, that wants to defy me again, and I don't have nothing to do like in 1,000 years, I can spend some time playing with this low creature so I can have some fun.
I can entertain your foolishness, lowly human.
Exactly.
So Des asked the question one way, which was if the purpose of the epitaph is to solve the gold, when does Beato come back? But what about the other way? Because you said that Bato has come back, has returned to life twice. Why has nobody found the gold?
I mean, they were all dead when she revived. So I think that you can't really go find something if you aren't in this plan. So if you are dead, you can't go find some gold. Maybe you can't like float there, go as a ghost, but then I mean you can't really get the gold because you now can't touch anything.
You can interact with the world.
Yes.
Okay, but tell me about the Epitaph. You have some theories about how you're meant to find the gold, do you not?
So, I have two theories, but I think that both of them start with me questioning what was Kinzo's life, because for me the Epitaph is something that tells somehow Kinzo's story. So, he is speaking about his hometown. And he wasn't born or he didn't live in the place that the rest of the Ushiromiya family, the main branch, lived. I believe that he lived in Thailand. Yeah. At least you said that to me. And I think I read it. They say that.
I didn't tell you
that. Okay.
The story told you that.
He lived in Thailand. Then I was thinking, he was born before World War II. He was from a poor family, or at least not so rich as his main branch family. So I was thinking, I believe that when he says homeland, hometown, it's something related to Thailand and not to Japan.
You did spend a lot of time looking at the map of the city, which I don't remember the name. Did you get any findings?
I was feeling pretty dumb by that. I was like, okay, I'm just looking to something I don't understand because I'm not a geographer. I don't know, but there was a river, a really big river, and he speaks about a river so I think that I was at least a little closer to what I was looking for. But going on. So
your other theory.
Then I was thinking that he's saying in the epitaph that you have to follow the river until you found a village. I don't know if it's the first village, the second village, the third village that you reach when you are going through that river. I don't know if there is some special village to him because I don't think I even got that far in the story to know. But I believe that it's probably the first village because if my grandpa gave me a epitaph and said something like that, and I was like, probably it's the first village because he didn't said that it wasn't, and there wasn't there was a second.
So it's like go along the shore until you find the village, so it implies it's the first one.
Yes, yes.
What about that one theory you had where you were tackling the epitaph from the perspective of Beato instead of Kinzo?
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Oh, I just wanted to end this one.
Oh, I thought you had already finished, sorry.
No, I was like, okay, so he tells you to go like following the river
and
until
look for the shore that will tell you what?
Yes. And then I was like, okay, Kinzo was born before World War II. Kinzo was poor. And we know that there was, at least I know because I really enjoy history. So I was thinking that, well, probably if I was not that much rich of a person and I didn't have a car or a horse or something like that, I would probably catch some boat to go to that village if it was far. So I think that if you arrive in a boat to that village, then you are going to see the shore. How was it?
Tell me in Portuguese.
Tipo aquela cena os dois que se juntam ao mar.
Look for the shore, the two will tell you off.
Yes, I think that it was something like that. Because if you arrive in a boat to somewhere, you are going to
have a different perspective than if you were arriving on foot.
No. When you arrive in a boat to some town you are going to be in a...
In a port?
Yes, so I thought maybe the shore is the
It's
port.
a port.
It's a port. And then I was like, okay, what can you reach after you go to a port if you are looking for something else, or if you are trying to reach something else? And then
where are you getting with this?
I'm just trying to solve it. Sorry. So that's it. I was like, okay, probably it might be something like that.
What about the Beato perspective?
Okay. So when I was like, okay, what if we read the Epitaph, but with the Beato perspective? And it was like, okay, maybe her homeland is Rokenshima because he looks like she was there before anyone else. There were demons and other occult creatures in there before Kinzo and the Shirami family lived there. So probably Beatrice homeland was also Rokenshima. Maybe Rokenshima would have some river because not almost all characters don't go to the forests in Rokenshima, so maybe they don't know that there is a river. And then that river and the two that we'll tell you of might show you the way to some door to the Golden Land. That was what I thought. And then when you come to that door, probably it would have some kind of statue or some statues, and then you would do the twilight in that statues, like, okay, first statue, first 6 statues, I have to like kill them all.
Yeah, offer
Yes.
the 6 chosen by the king.
And then
So you have to do something to 6 statues?
Maybe. And then maybe there was like 2 statues like giving hands or hugging each other, and
Those
you
are the
would
two that
have
are close.
yes, and then probably you would have more than one statue left there, and then you would like pierce the head, the chest, the leg, the foot. So I don't know, I thought about that could be the way to open the door to the Golden Land and find the gold.
Where did you get Thailand from?
Because they tell you. I think it's on the beach scene in EP2, if I'm not mistaken. It's some conversation with Shannon where the siblings are discussing the Epitaph, and they're like, "Oh, what's grandfather's hometown?" And then Shannon tells you.
She in EP2, she tells you.
It's either EP2 or EP1. It's one of the two. Like they actually tell you the name of the town. I think it also starts with a T. I can't remember now. Taiko, something like that. I don't know, horse fry. You can talk about that. It's fine. I actually don't know because like translations and stuff. Isn't that the same? Thailand and Thailand?
No, Thailand is a completely different country.
Oh my fucking God.
Thailand is by like, do you know like Burma, like Myanmar, Burma, or Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam? It's like that part of like Southeast Asia.
I thought it was the same. I'm sorry if I've been saying the name of the country wrong.
Probably.
Okay.
I wasn't paying that much attention when Shannon was telling that, and then I was thinking about that, and then you told me, he's from Thailand, so I was like, okay.
I thought it was this. I didn't know Thailand existed in English. I thought Taiwan was the English name and Thailandia was the Portuguese name. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a different place. Come on.
No,
Science guy.
Thailand is a real place. And probably Thailandia is the same place you're thinking of. Here. This is Thailand. Is this what you're talking about?
I don't know. You tell me. Where is Kinzo from? Where is Kinzo from? I don't know. I do not know. I did find it weird. So is it Taiwan?
You come in and then you go nuts when Americans think that Portugal and Spain are all the same thing.
Shut up.
You have to apologize to the viewers that are.
I'm sorry, Americans. I love America. Yoru!
Yeah, okay, so Thailand, I guess we'll put this up on the screen so people can see it too. Thailand is, Southeast Asia, right? Are you thinking of Taiwan?
Probably. I did. Okay, this is a huge realization for me as an.
About all the Taiwan thing with China. Like all the political tension.
No, I do know, but I thought that was Thailand.
No.
I thought it was the same. Like, this is a huge realization for me as an Umineko fan, because I've always been like, why the fuck did Kinzo live in Thailand? Does he know how to speak Thai? Is that a thing?
No. So
I mean, if I was Japanese and I had to go somewhere, I'd go to China. Isn't that a...
Apologize to the viewers that are from...
I'm sorry, Mushroom. So Taiwan is China,
No. Thailand is not.
Oh my
Taiwan
God.
is not China. Like
This is a
they have some-
disaster.
And I think that Taiwan it's independent from China, but there is some political tension. At least there was some political tension years ago because China was like, oh, Taiwan. I want
So is it like Ukraine and Russia?
It was. I don't know if it's going on. So it's
Okay.
still going on.
yeah, so Taiwan was occupied by the Japanese in World War II.
Was that the Sino-Japanese war? Is that what it is?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my fucking God,
Depending
no.
on whether you count that as part of World
That
War II.
makes so much sense.
Actually, I think they call it the Second Sino-Japanese War, so there might have been another one. It was the kind of thing that happened all through the I think the 20s and stuff, or
I see.
or was it actually the 30s? I'm not an expert, but they invaded like Korea and anyway, but basically they invaded Korea, Manchuria. I'm really not an expert. I'm sounding more like I'm more certain than I am, but they invaded all of that, but they also invaded Taiwan. Right before kind of what people conventionally think is the Second World War.
I see.
Like the 1939 date. This was more like 1937-ish.
I see.
That's why like a Japanese person could very easily have been living in Taiwan.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
That was occupied, yeah. And it's also why China continues to claim that Taiwan is part of China, like the mainland China, but also Taiwan says no. For a while, Taiwan was like, we're the legitimate government of mainland China. So they were basically like opposite opinions, like North and South Korea, basically being like we're the real China. I think now Taiwan has started to like soften towards more of a, can we just be our own country? Like, there's no way we're going to invade all of mainland China, and like we're so different at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Thailand is a completely different country to all of that.
I'm so sorry.
Thailand is like interesting because Thailand is one of the only countries that like never got colonized by a Western power.
Maybe they were also confused. They meant to go to Taiwan, then they kept getting to Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Let us keep going. Where were we?
I'm glad I resolved that because I was like sitting there going like, should I say it? Should I say like?
And you complain about Americans?
No, but this is a usual occurrence. This is the most common display of dumbness from me. This happens frequently.
You didn't even know the legends of our country, like things that we learned at middle school. He didn't remember it at all.
I went through to a different kind of education. You know, you followed history and history and more history. I did science. It was different, okay? I don't know about kings.
to kill some frog and see his things. So, I mean, history.
First of all, I am beating the frog allegations because I never did open up a frog. I did open a fish. I did open a fish and a pork heart.
Oh,
not a frog.
I did that too.
Not a frog.
I was almost.
Anyway, shut the fuck up. Shut up. History gal.
You can't tell me to shut up.
Then tell me, what is a radiopharmaceutical made of then? If I need to know all the kings, then tell me, what is a radioactive isotope exactly? Not so clever now, are we? Not so Taiwan now, are you? God fucking damn it.
Well, I was right, uranium counts.
It has nothing to do with uranium. We're not feeding uranium to the patients, don't worry. Anyway, let's keep going. Let us keep going. Where are my bullet points? Okay, the concept of tea parties and secret tea parties. What do you think of it? Kind of a different narrative structure from everything else.
I think that there is many things going on that tea parties, but no tea. No one is drinking tea at all.
I mean, Rosa was drinking the golden drop of Kraus.
That wasn't tea. That was wine.
But I meant like from a narrative standpoint. Why is it not just part of the regular episode? Why is it a different thing?
I believe that it's a different thing because it's happening in a different place, not Rock and Shimmer.
Different point of existence?
Yes, like they are all dead, and then let's speak about what just happened.
Let's debrief.
Yeah, well, let's debrief. Let's spill the tea.
So that just happened.
Yes, and then I was there, and she was there, and then I looked at her, and then there was a goat,
and then I was like, and then she was like, and then I was like, and then she was like. But we haven't discussed your favorite characters. I feel like that's one of the most basic things you can ask anyone about any piece of fiction. Okay.
I said many things about Beato, but I really like her because, everything she does, absolute cinema. Because she's like, no one can tell me what to do. I will do whatever I like, the way I like. And she's she's a diva, you know. She's like, I like her. That's what I like about Beato, is that she's a diva. She can, enter the Rock and Shimmer and Higurashi mansion, and she's there and she's like, I rule this thing. I am the one that you should praise.
She steals any scene she's in.
Yes.
She walks in, Butler stops being the main character.
And I do like the character. I do like the scenes where she's more sober, when she's somehow more human.
Like the ones with Shannon at the beginning of Epitaph.
Or even when she's alone and somehow really
introspective.
Yes, introspective. And Kinzo is crying for her and she's looking and Hime is like, oh Kinzo, if you weren't such a dumb person, if you could see me, but you cannot because you are a low-like creature, you are blind. I don't know. Something like that. But then I also really like when she's all mad and really when the face that she's doing is so creepy. You look at her and you are like, there is no human way to make that kind of expression. It's a really demonic expression, and
something you can only do in this kind of media.
Yes, it's somehow it's uncanny. And then she's that way, and she's all nuts, and she's screaming, and she's starting to be surrounding that she doesn't make sense anymore. But she's like, I can not make sense right now, but I will kill you, and I will show you that there is worse things than death.
Yeah.
I will show you that I can make
people endlessly.
Yes, I will show you that I will make you pass something a lot worse than death.
You think dying is bad? What about dying again?
Yes, I like that. I like the way that she's. At least I like the way that she's like, you can't tell me what to do. I am the one that he's...
I'm the motherfucking golden witch.
Exactly. So I like the confidence in the character. And one thing that I really enjoy about Beato, it's she has layers. I think that she's a character that has many layers. And then maybe in episode 2, we just saw the shallow ones. I just saw...
The outer layers.
Yes, the outer layers.
The skin of the onion.
That's the thing that it's catching me in episode 3. It's the beginning because I'm okay, I want to know why Beato is like this. I want to know her better because there is some times where she's more sober, more like a sad person, and then there is that parts where she's totally crazy, and probably I want to know why. I want to know why she's like that.
What made her that way?
I want to know. I want to find all the
What
layers.
went wrong?
And yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's that way because of something that happened in the past. Because I mean, she's really old, 1,000 years.
A lot of things can
A
happen
lot
in 1,000
of things,
years.
exactly. So I think that it's what I like in the character is that you don't know the character just in these 2 episodes.
Even though you've read like 40 hours of
Yes.
story, you still don't know the character.
So I like the layers. I like that she's not like that because she's like that. It's not because, yes, she's like this because I want to, because yes, like, it's not that way. So it's interesting. Then I also like Butler because he doesn't give up. I would like to be this
Unrelenting?
yes, I would like to be so determined as he is because I mean that guy doesn't give up. If there is a tsunami happening, he's the one that is going to the wave and he's like, you shall not pass. He will be like, I am not going to give up. You are going back to the ocean. So I think I really like
And he's
that.
saying all that in red.
Yes. And I like that in Butler. I like the way that he doesn't give up, even if it is a stupid thing. Even if he's being dumb or wrong, he doesn't give up. It's like, she literally show you magic. She literally was like, there is here a goat. It's a goat with
There's a motherfucking
suit.
goat on a suit.
There is a guy with a magical sword and you are seeing it all and he's like, you know what?
I don't buy it.
Holograms. You know what? Special effects. I think that he doesn't keep up and he can just take something out of his head to justify something. And that's something, I mean, at least it's funny.
It is funny.
And I respect his determination because if there was a witch that it's really annoying with me and is like, if you accept me, I will turn you into my dog. So you are going to lick my shoes. You are going to walk around naked. I will let my slaves play with you until you die, and then I will revive you again. Then I would be really, really determined to be like, well, hell no, I will find any way possible to defeat you. I like him. I also like Kinzo. I like
You like Kinzo?
I like the madness in him. I like that if there was a script of everything that Kinzo speaks, 19% was him screaming Beatrice's name.
No, Beatrice!
Exactly. I like all that madness.
Genji!
Yes, and that smoker's voice of him. I like that. And he's the one that make that family reunion really interesting. Why go to a boring family reunion where you discuss the inheritance of your living father with your brothers and sisters when you can go like in a really messed up thing where a witch wants to kill you all? I mean, there is something more interesting going on.
Speak for yourself.
I also like Genji.
You like Genji?
Yes.
You're bringing up all of these characters that I did not expect.
Because I like the way that he is. He's really loyal. He's really elegant. He's like the whole world is falling apart, and he's like, I'm keeping my elegance.
Posture. He's so serene.
Yes, and then there is that scene where he's playing chess, and then a golden butterfly appears,
throws
a knife through it,
just nonchalantly,
and kills the butterfly. And I was thinking, like, Genji in his mind screaming, "Not today, Beato! Not today! Not before I finish my chess game." I like that in Genji.
Nice. What about music then? What are you thinking?
There are a lot of bangers.
Ah, okay.
And I like the one. I mean, there are some ones that are like rave potential, rave material. I can see someone going to a disco and hear that. So.
Yeah, you understand now why I say it's the lesbian witches rave party.
Yes. I also like the musics that appear when Beato appears.
Yeah.
Because it's...
There's a handful of them that just scream Beato music.
Yes, and they are really...
themes, yeah.
The organ themes, Fishy Aroma, the candle stands.
I love
Yes,
Fishy
I
Aroma.
really enjoy the candle stands. I think that is the one
That's the only music you know the name of, because I always say the candle stands.
No, it's not true. I really enjoy that music because there is a really whimsical touch.
Yeah.
I like it. Yes.
Like it has the elegance of a ball with the mischievousness.
But also the mystery. It catches... I don't know. There is some aura, some... You are somehow...
Tell me in Portuguese.
Tu ficas agarrada àquilo.
You get hooked to it?
Yes, that's it.
It's like a drug. What did you think of Tsurupetan?
What?
Jessica's song.
Oh, I think that she has a lot of energy, and that Jessica, it's really wrong when she thinks that the love of her life it's canon.
Quite the hot take.
I mean, all the music it's about tiny boobs, and she likes a guy. I
So you think she's a lesbian?
no, she's like, oh my god, tiny boobs. Tiny boobs.
Canon
And
is a guy. Guys have tiny boobs. Usually. Not necessarily, but you know what I mean.
But then, well, maybe for me, canon it's more like a twink, so maybe.
Twinks have small boobs.
I guess, but that's it. Maybe they. But also, I am like, well, maybe Jessica will end up with some girl, and Canon will end up with Butler. I mean, they had a moment.
They did have a moment.
They had a moment. But that's it. That's my opinion about the music. I think that Jessica, it's going through a phase.
So, with canon being furniture, would you say that Umineko is the story of Jessica coming out of the closet, metaphorical?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't see.
It's the 10 pages of describing a chair.
I don't see canon as a closet. Maybe Genji. Genji is a
closet.
It's a big closet. No, I would say that canon is a boiler.
A boiler?
Yes,
You're only saying that because it's not in the boiler room. The boiler isn't furniture?
No, not that boiler. The boiler...
Like a...
maybe I'm not...
Wow, what the fuck? The thing for making tea?
No.
The thing for boiling water?
But what is it's not a boiler?
What's it called? Help me, Horsefly.
A kettle. It's that. Yes, I think that canon is a kettle.
That's still not furniture.
No, it is.
A kettle is furniture.
Shannon, it's like probably a couch. No, she can't be a couch because she's too small. Maybe a pillow. Maybe she's a pillow.
She's a pillow?
Yes, she wants to be...
A pillow is furniture?
Shut up. So what is that? What is a pillow?
It's a pillow, it's not furniture.
No, it is furniture.
Fuck no.
But she wants to be George pillow.
Okay, wait a minute. Third party Horsefly is a pillow furniture? That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, a beanbag is furniture, but I don't think a pillow is furniture.
Okay, but then she's a bed and she wants to be George bed.
She wants to be George's bed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I can live with that.
And then her are the pillows.
Her boobs are the pillows. Okay. Anyway, let's keep going.
I was going to ask, since you brought up Petan, what version are you playing, and what sprites, and what?
She's doing the same I did when I first read Umineko, because it's what I had on my hard drive, and I didn't want to wipe what I had of the Umineko I have on Steam, because then it would mess up my saves for the book club. So she's doing the 4x3 Witch Hunt translation, which has the PS3 sprites, and it has the new PS3 CG, but it has Tsurupetan, and it has, for some reason, some of the background images are all messed up. Like, will be not his room, no, in the VIP room, and then the perspective changes, and out of nowhere we're in the parlor for some reason.
Huh. Interesting. Is this Umineko project?
It's the Witch Hunt. No. Umineko project is the patch for the Steam version, isn't it?
No. 07th mod is the mod for Steam.
Ah, that's right.
I think Umineko project is...
It
does use the original translation, I think.
Yeah, there we go then.
Because the Steam translation is subtly different.
It is. Like on the EP2, on the fight between Kanon and the goat, I think the Witch Hunt translation is the only one that describes his attacks as loci, and I think we had that discussion when the book club was on the EP2.
Oh, so Bubbles, have you seen the original Ryukishi sprites?
Yes, I have. That's shown me, and they're something else. I think that, he was really determined to make that story happen because he hadn't money to pay someone to draw him the sprites, so he was like, I am doing it myself on Paint.
Oh.
And then he came up with that. Yes, maybe every character is a little of Ryukishi. So I love the part that Beato is saying, you are incompetent in red.
Fan favorite.
It's really funny because also the expression that she's doing, I don't know if it changes from version to version, but it is so funny because she's like, you are an incompetent, and her expression, it's so, I'm so tired. I can't. I'm so done. I already gave you all the clues and you still can't find the truth. So what can I do? You are just incompetent.
I think the feeling of like utter disbelief on Berto's face is like
Yes.
it's the selling point of that line. I agree. You know what, like the original the VN sprites, to me,
Yes.
that's the look that you give when someone tells you that they didn't know that Thailand and Taiwan were different countries.
Oh my god, shut up. I'm colorblind for maps, okay? I'm frontier blind. We're getting to the end of the bullet points. I wanted to ask you, what themes, major arcing themes, have you picked up on, and what do you think Umineko is about?
So, at first I thought that Umineko was some like of mystery, like murder mystery kind of story, like someone died and then we have to find out who the culprit was. But then there is all this game with the red truth, and then I really think that it is a story about more the discussion whether Beato magic is real or not. I think it's more like that. It's more like a game between them two, and then like the outcome of it, whether there is magic or not, whether there is a possibility where the family isn't all killed because they can't resolve the epitaph.
So you think this is about finding a way for all of them to come out alive?
Maybe. I think it's about mystery, but I think it's more about the discussions and the game that Butler and Beato are playing than the murder and all this thing that is happening in Rock and Shimo, because it's, at least for me, now it's a game. They are just seeing all the many outcomes that the game can have and the battle that Beato and Butler have until one of them give up and...
So the deaths are trivial. It's the meaning of the deaths and the meaning of the discussion that they have about the deaths that really matter.
Yes, I think.
So what do you think the end game is gonna look like?
I don't know. I think that there are many possibilities. Maybe there is some point where Butler and Beato are so done with each other, or they are like, you know what? There has been like 100 years since we are in this game, so we are starting to like each other. Why don't we date? Something like that.
Do you think they're gonna end up together?
I don't know. I think that...
Isn't she his grandfather's mistress?
I mean, she's still young.
She's still young. She's 1,000 years old.
Well, let's put this in another way. I think that whether they are going to hate each other and are going to kill each other, or they are like, you know what, let's be friends. I like this time that I spend like making you go crazy because...
Maybe the true Umineko is the enemies we made along the way.
Yeah, like that. But I believe that Butler really wants to solve this mess and go home, and then he like, yeah, I shouldn't have went to live with my father again. I should have stayed in whatever I was.
His grandfather died. That's the whole reason he moved out.
But he could live alone. He was like, you know what?
He's 17. He can't.
And then 1 year later, he's going to be 18, and I don't know, if I was in Butler's position, I would be like, hell no, I wasn't part of this family for 6 years, and now I have to make part of this drama. I mean, I don't even remember Grandpa's face. Why do I have to be in here? You know, I would be like that upset. I would be like, I'm a member of this family, but I'm not this involved. Why do I have to go through all of this? I don't even want he probably wants, but I don't even want
inheritance.
Yes.
Yeah, a bajillion tons of gold does sound kind of convincing.
I mean, probably when it gets to Butler, it's going to be like $5 and 2 ice creams.
Why? Because of inflation?
No, because of Rudolph. I think that he will manage a way to loss of his money, and then Butler will be like, well, now
thanks for the $5.
Yes, thanks for the $5 and the
and the pat on the back.
Yes, and that's it. And then his sister probably will receive like $1 and a Barbie, and there is
do you remember his sister's name?
Angie.
Wow, good job. Okay, then let's reduce the scope a bit, because you're still at the beginning of EP3 and there's 8 episodes. What are your expectations for EP3 specifically?
I really want to know more about that teacher, Beatrice teacher. I really want to know more about her, and I really want to know more about Beato's past, because we have a slightly idea of what it was the cousin's past and what it was the brother's past, and we can see that it was not fair. I mean, the cousin's past, it wasn't that bad, but the brother's past, that was terrible. No, if I had that terrible relationship with my brothers and sister, I won't be a bitch to them like ever. Like, I believe that Eva isn't that way when she's at home, but I really would like to know more about Beatrice's past and her relationship with Kinzo, what it was really like.
Okay.
Because there is something that was catching me, because that Beatrice teacher, she has a crest in her clothes. Mm-hmm. That you said that it was the Shiromiya.
It's still one
crest, and I was like, okay, there is this witch Beatrice that is not our Beatrice, and it was Beatrice teachers, but that Beatrice also served Shiromiya, and Beatrice was the granddaughter of the man that she served. So I'm like, is Beatrice Shiromiya? That's one of the things that I would like to find out. Like, is she like...
But she's 1,000 years old. What does that mean then?
I don't know, because the way that things are going on the set, and the way that that Beatrice is dressed, doesn't seem like it was the 9th century. They would be like in the medieval era. But then there is all the thing about the Golden Land, the Purgatory, all that, and other plans. And I think that maybe in that plans, time goes in the different...
time moves differently in those higher planes of existence.
Yes, so maybe all of that happened 8 years ago. But for Beato, she's 1,000 years old because time passes differently. In that.
Okay, interesting. So in EP1, it's a clear victory for Beato, and Bator doesn't believe in her. In EP2, it's a clear victory. I mean, EP1, it's a tie. EP2 is the clear victory for Beato because Bator says he believes in Beato. He licks her shoes, he strips naked, walks like a dog, and then he comes back and he challenges her again. Mm-hmm. So, in what way could Ryukishi surprise readers again at the end of EP3 to make things fresh, to not repeat the same trick from EP1 where Bator doesn't believe her, or EP2 where Bator does believe her? If you were writing EP3, how would you end it?
I think that I would come up with a truth, with something that the most of the public that is reading wouldn't know, and then something that it was really, oh my god, this is such a plot twist. So instead of coming up with a new way for a game to end, you would reveal some shocking truth at the end. Yes.
So you think that Beato might turn out to be related to Battler, and then do you think maybe there might be a long description of more furniture, and do you think that the related Beato and Battler are going to end up together? And then do you think Umineko will be translated into Portuguese and then retroactively sent back in time so that I'm just being
I think that if Beato was a long relative of Kinzo and Butler, it wouldn't be somehow strange if Kinzo and Beato have somehow a romantic relationship, because then Maya's. But I don't know. I think that it would be interesting if Beato was actually Oshinomiya, because then there is another thing to explore. Why she's killing all of her grandchildren. I mean, why would she do that? But that's it. I really would like to know what is happening in that girl's life, because it's really interesting. I would like to know what was her past. And then there is that. Why was her teacher such a good person, such a nice person? She was like, well, the real magic is when you do good things. And then Beato is like, I'm going to kill everyone. Like, why is she so revengeful? Why somehow she's so mean? And I really would like to know why Beato is like that.
Well, I have great news for you. You just have to keep reading.
And that's it. Regard of Umineko being translated to Portuguese.
There is a Portuguese translation, but it's Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
But I think it's really interesting when we can hear the voices, the way that they were interpreted. Yes.
Yeah, Umineko has an all-star cast. I know you're not big into Japanese voice actors, but like they're very big names. Butler's voice actor is like if they had casted Tom Holland before he played Spider-Man.
Okay.
Here's a piece of lore for you. In order for Beato's voice actress to correctly play the character, Ryukishi actually spoiled her on the entirety of Umineko so she could play Beato in perfection.
Okay, that's really funny. Beato always know what was happening all along. That makes sense. Her voice actress, probably she was having a funny time doing all of that voices, because the way she laughs, the way that Beato reaches...
There's genuine joy in it.
Exactly. She's so sadistic. So
sadistic.
Yes. She's
enjoying it.
Yes. It's such a cruel love.
Do you have anything else, Horsefly?
No, I think that was. I think I only had one thing to add to your bullet points, which I already brought up mid episode. So,
well, I think we're about done here. What did you think of being on a podcast after watching me record them for over a year?
It was a nice experience. Maybe when I have read it all, I can come back to say some things.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking, since we have Umineko Baby episodes after the question arcs, what if your episodes are like, okay, so you've come on to the podcast after EP2, then you have 3 and 4, and then you come back after 6, like you read 5 and 6 and you come back. You're like the interception baby. Like,
No, then I am an Apple baby.
yeah, you're an Apple baby.
Right after EP6 would be a great time.
I know.
You should look forward to EP4. It's my favorite. I mean, they're all really good. EP3 is also amazing.
Well, after I finish reading the third and the fourth and the sixth
Just skip the fifth. What the
episodes,
fuck?
you didn't say something good about it.
What? EP5 is also very nice.
Okay, when I end reading all of them, I'm going to call Horsefly and I'm going to be like, I don't believe it. It was so great. And then I probably won't sleep at night. Probably I will be like, I'm not religious, but I'm going to pray to every god and saint that there is on earth to protect me from that lady.
It's fine. After finishing Umineko, you unlock Umineko 2, which is just the same story, but again, you just read the same story again, and then it stops being scary and it starts being hilarious. Trust me.
Are you more scared of Beato or are you more scared of spiders? Because I have a great solution for you.
I'm
Nice.
I'm more scared of cockroaches. Today I saw one at the mall and I was like, oh my god, even here?
It was a baby cockroach. I'd never seen a baby cockroach.
I would like to never see one again.
Alright, Horsefly, thank you for recording this with us. As always, very funny jokes. Very funny jokes. Thank you for for this last one. Honestly, sometimes you just pull out jokes that are so clever.
I think my greatest contribution was knowing the difference between Thailand and Taiwan. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't believe I've been on a podcast with you for like 3 years now, and this never came up. that Thailand and Taiwan were different countries. Like
In the next episode, Des will finally realize that Austria and Australia are not the same.
No, I know that one. Well, I guess this episode isn't gonna be covered by our anniversary episode. Hey, this is an extra. Maybe the second group will discuss it. Let's discuss it now. Hey, this was a really fun episode. Remember when we recorded what we're recording right now? That was really funny.
yeah.
You have any finishing thoughts, Bubbles?
Thank you for letting me being here, I guess. I'm really enjoying. You are always talking about the podcast and how you like to do it with your group and friends. So I was like, well, it will be funny for sure. And I really liked it. So it was an honor.
It was an honor. Thank you. It was also an honor having you.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we'll see you on the next ones. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck. Fucking dumbass. I left the voice call instead of stopping the recording.